Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video for you on some of the setups I have and some of the gear I have. Welcome to Pew Pew Park. And we're going to start, of course, with some of the tripods. I'm using my oldest tripod right now. It is a Targus. I got it for like $10 at Walmart. Got that decades ago. Well, not decades, but over 10 years ago. I actually got it after I bought my very first digital camera, which is this Kodak EasyShare. So I've had it for a long time. It's not the most stable, but it still works pretty well, so I still use it. Recently, I actually purchased a few new tripods. This is kind of like a mini version of that Targus I'm using right now. This is just a cheap tabletop one. I could use it on tabletop, or it does go a little taller, and I can use this for, say, put my GoPro on and pointing it at a target. So then I have a camera pointed at me, camera at the target, and I can do those picture-in-picture. Along with that, I just recently purchased a brand new K&F Concept tripod, and this tripod is pretty cool for one reason. It's pretty compact, and yet it can get pretty tall. But the thing I like the most about it is this twist here. This can actually go at a right angle, and that would allow things. If you remember my old my first couple of cocktail videos, I had a kind of a top-down view. I was using this little arm, which is actually made for a microphone, and because of that, well, my phone was too heavy, so it would kind of tip over. So I use this at the moment more for LED lights, which I'm actually using right now. The one I usually use in that spot, it actually kind of just broke, so I gotta find a way to fix it. Probably some super glue or something, and then I gotta recharge it too. But that's fine. But yeah, with this, I should be able to do some type of top-down stuff. Of course, you know about my Comica wireless lav set. See right there. So hopefully this comes out. If not, I have to re-record it. It's plugged into my Canon SL3, which I'm using right now. That's my main camera. Though lately, with mostly doing indoors and in my car, I've been using my cell phone, the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, mostly, just for size and convenience. I do want to start getting back to using my Canon, and that's what the new tripods for when I get out to the desert. I have something a little more stable, something a little better, and hopefully that helps improve my videos. Now, when I'm filming in the house, there's a few options I got. Like I said, I can do the tripod and my camera, or I can use my cell phone. When I'm using my cell phone, I have a specific setup. We're going to start with the cell phone setup. And originally I was using the front camera, which is not as good as the rear camera, so I could see myself on the screen. However, I recently found set up a new way to do my camera, so I can actually use the rear facing, and this also helps when I'm a little farther away from my SL3. The screen is a little small for me, especially because I'll film a lot without my glasses, so you guys don't see rings in my eyes from the ring lights to the sides here. So I came up with this design, or this setup, where I can actually use a Samsung tablet with my Samsung phone. I use MagSafe style cases now, so I can use something like this. And I have this. This is for the tablet. And I simply unscrew this. Tighten that down. And then I set the tablet towards me. Tighten that down. And you can see a nice little setup. And I can do a variety of things. I have this tiny little super flat stand just to stand it up. And that just screws right into the bottom. Something like that. And just put it on my desk right here. Perfect. Or if I need something a little taller, I can put it on a normal tripod. Put it on something like this, a little taller, a little Manfrotto with a ball joint. Or something new I haven't really used yet is this. This is a tracking unit. Has its own little sensor and little camera. You put whatever you want on here like this. Turn it on and it will actually track your face. So as say you're moving, the camera will actually move bases. So it kind of follows you. It's actually pretty cool. I can't wait to try that. Of course, because I'm using a Samsung tablet and a Samsung phone, they have this, it's called Flow, and it allows me to wirelessly connect it, and then I can use this tablet as basically a giant screen. It's actually touch screen because it's a tablet. Pretty cool. This is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, which is a decent pen. It comes with the S Pen, which is really cool. I use this to draw when I'm not using it for a tablet. That's why I chose to do it this way instead of buying a dedicated external monitor. External monitor, a lot of the cheaper ones, which I can afford, wouldn't be as good. Quality would be not as good. They'd be a lot smaller, which probably wouldn't be a bad thing, but like I said, when I'm not using this for a monitor, I can use it to stream YouTube or I can draw on it. But I can also use this for my Canon SL3. But to connect to it, to my Canon SL3, I can do it right on the hot shoe. And to do that, I'll simply need to just add this. It's a little cold shoe adapter. And then I can put it right on the cold shoe. Snug that up. It'll fit right on top of my Canon SL3. As you can see, my camera is set up. And you can see me in the, let me explain it actually. I believe this is HDI Micro, no, Mini. It's not the smallest version, but it's smaller than the full size. Connected to it's the HDI Mini, or Macro, no, yeah, HDI Mini to the video capture card into the tablet Type-C. And then I'm just using a USB camera app. And literally, that's all there is to it. Oh, and pay no attention to the Oscar trading card on the back of my cell phone. And I'm here to show you my setup for the car. It has evolved over the time. At first, I started with something simple like this. It just went on the steering wheel. It wasn't always stable, and I couldn't get it too far back. So I think a lot of the early videos, I looked like I was like super up close and shit. Just a normal phone mount attached to one of these little magic arm things. This one's from SmallRig. I upgraded that to what I'm using now. In fact, I'm actually going to take my phone off the mount and I'm going to show you exactly what it is, hopefully. Here we go. Mount that attaches to my visor, and I have it set just like that, and it simply uses a MagSafe style latch, and then this is actually a selfie mirror. Use it for like cameras and cell phones, so you can use the back camera like I am now. I just do it this way. At first I was using just a normal clip. It's a normal phone clip that uses the I think it's a 17 millimeter ball head. You use those a lot for car mounts for phones. You can see it here. So I started out with this, and this was actually the other way around. And then I switched it to a MagSafe that I used because I switched to a MagSafe style case. Of course, I switched it to this one with a cold shoe mount so I can attach the mirror. Of course, this is my wireless mic receiver. I have a cold shoe adapter on there so I can hold that in. You can see it. But yeah, that is my car setup for now. Let me set this back. Kind of messed it up a little bit. Okay, so that is the car setup for now. Again, I might end up changing it. Always looking for new ways to set up my camera. Of course, I got my GoPro, and I did mod it so it has the, not only does it have the typical action camera GoPro style mount, but if you look close, it's got a 1/4 inch female plug for typical tripods. And that way I do not have to add an adapter before I do that to add it to a tripod. And I have this, okay, I haven't used it yet. This goes on the strap of a backpack. And of course it allows the GoPro to connect right to it. I'm probably overly prepared. A few other adapters I got. I got the GoPro to 1/4 inch adapters. And I actually used one. You know those cheap selfie sticks? Well, I bought one to use when I was lazy. This is where I got the MagSafe. Just a typical phone clamp mount. But this also has a built-in light, which is kind of cool. But these actually kind of use the GoPro style mount system. The little tripod. But I decided, coworker took this, grabbed this from somebody. You know, I can't bring them into the club because you can use them as a weapon. Gave me one, and I decided to put a 1/4 inch by 20 tripod style mount using one of those adapters. Yeah, I got a few of those mounts. I also have 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch in case I don't know, in case I need them. And I also have a special cold shoe to 1/4 inch. This is an external monitor mount. I can use this as well. This is for the smaller ones because it actually friction fits for locking at different angles for viewing. But I have one of those as well. Of course, GoPros go through batteries fairly decently. I have 2 of them. I don't have their charger. Plus, this allows me to actually charge multiple ones in a row, and it keeps it safe. They stay in here. This can be used as a little battery. This is a little battery pack that charges them, which is pretty cool. And then I just got various adapters. I have another normal phone mount. These were good. It's just because of the case. They were a bit hard to use. They wouldn't hold them as sturdy as they should. And then in case I need more cold shoes, I have that. And then I have this full of various cables. Of course, battery charger for AA's, AAA's. This isn't as important, but I do have a little iFixit kit. I've used this for laptops. I could probably use it for cameras and whatever I need. Not all that important, but I just thought I'd share that with you. Not all that important, but this is an action null bracket, which actually helps with vertical different directions. In fact, I could probably use this with various tripods to mount camera in different ways. She just got this today, actually. I actually bought it from AliExpress. Some of the stuff came from AliExpress. It's actually better than some of the quality stuff I got from Amazon lately, which is kind of stupid. I actually did start planning for potentially doing live streams, podcasts, stuff like that. For that end, I actually have a Ugreen a video capture device. Doesn't look, it looks kind of like the HDMI to Type C cable. This supposedly works for 1080p using the Type A, or should be able to do 4K for the Type C. So I have that connected through to either my camera or my phone. Use those as a webcam for filming. And of course, I have OBS Studio and all that good stuff on my laptop. A while ago, I did a test, maybe 2 years ago, with some people, and I ended up buying a headset. So you'd think I'd be set, but I'm not. That's actually a crappy headset. For the review, it's had a known problem where the band that goes across the head snaps. Yeah, that's basically what happened. So I don't have that. I have just basic Type C earbud. Or these are actually the same type that came with my Samsung Galaxy cell phones back in the day. And so the only thing I'm missing right now is a microphone. I'm not planning on doing it anytime soon, so I'm going to hold off on that. But I'm going to have that. I'm going to have that eventually. Honestly, that's really it. Though, for if I ever do type of live stream or long-term streaming, I do have this, and this is actually a dummy battery for my Canon LSL3. So that allows me to keep my Canon charged. This setup using the capture device, I'm not sure if it's limited to half-hour intervals. I know if I use the Canon through the official software, I believe it would be. But we'll come to that when it comes to it. Okay, guys, so that was a look at some of the gear and setups I have for various ways I shoot. First, I have my SL3. Yeah, and I can do the same again with my phone. In fact, I'm using the phone and tablet right now. In fact, let me show you. See, there you go. I'm using the cell phone camera and using the tablet as a monitor. Pretty cool. So we're going to get this edited up. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.